Curt, there is an MP3 when we're done if you want it, but I can try
I'll
to
have
get
it. I'll have it before then.
Okay, there you go. We are live. It's the Disney Crush live stream every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. We have a special guest with us tonight, Curt Stone from Geekin on WDW. He has an event coming up next week. Yes. Oh my goodness. It's been a long time coming. G3, which is the Grand Geekin Gathering, and it is happening. So what do you think the official dates are? February 18th, 17th?
17th is Thursday, right? 17th of Thursday.
No, the 18th is Thursday. And
yes, right. The 18th is Thursday. Then
through the weekend, and some people are lingering into the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. So
I am.
Oh, good. I'm gonna duck out. You guys talk. I'm gonna go share this on this because some people didn't know how to find us. So I'm gonna share this now that we're live.
Get on it, Tony Ann. It's about time you did something around here.
Oh yeah, I never do anything.
There's Travis Dietrich.
Yeah, and if whoever Facebook user is, if you go to StreamYard, we can see who you are.
At the top of the link on Facebook, it'll say share your information, and then we'll be able to see who you are.
What's up,
Danielle? Danielle is going to be at G3.
Danielle, yeah, she's arriving Saturday, I think.
Hello, Susan.
I'm not ignoring you guys on my phone. I'm sharing.
This looks familiar. So, Dave, are you going to host this, or am I?
We're just letting all these people come on in right now. Hey, Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello,
Jeff's
Scott.
here.
Jeff. Hello, Jeff. I recognize these. These listeners of yours.
These are your listeners too, man. Dan's here.
Hello, Dan. Dan's looking forward to the show.
I think we just shared it. So hopefully Judy will be able to find it now because she was having trouble.
Oh, is she popping in too?
Yeah,
she coming in on the.
She couldn't get because she doesn't. She has Safari and she couldn't get on. She couldn't get on the StreamYard, unfortunately. But some people are going to pop in. Hopefully. Maybe Wendy will pop in and talk about the quest for geek and glory. Okay. That would be great.
Hello,
and Wendy, if you got the link, it was in the messenger group to join. It had like a duck. It had a picture of a duck. So go ahead and try to hit that. Scott's going to be at G3. Scott and Karen.
Awesome.
A lot of these people are going to be. There's Judy. So I guess Judy found us. I'm so glad. I don't know who you are, Facebook user. Maybe that's still Judy. That's Nicholas.
Ayub. Yeah, I've seen the list here now too. I know Nicholas. Nicholas has been a guest on my show.
Awesome. He's watching on YouTube. And the Austins.
It's not on Teams. We did a test. Microsoft Teams is a product that I use at work. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to my geeks and see if they'll test out Microsoft Teams with me instead of Zoom, just for kicks.
Right.
Because I know they could get in there for free, and I use it at work. I'm kind of still learning it a little bit. We just got it. Like, why not? I could use that. Maybe even if I bought a subscription, we'd have the Microsoft tools. And so it was kind of an inside joke now because Judy hated it. She was like cursing it up and down, and at the end she goes, you're not switching to Teams, are you? And I was like, no, I think this test failed.
Well, I see in the waiting room Carl Cassiavecchi. I stumble over his name, and he is going to be doing a bingo game throughout G3, trading pin bingo. And so let's bring him on so we don't waste his whole night. And he's going to tell us about the event that runs through the whole event, right, Carl?
Yes. Hi, Tony. Hi, Dave.
Hey.
Hi, Curt.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes, the event runs through the whole G3. I will be posting the bingo card on Thursday, so that way people can see it and get their pins ready. You know, some people have lots of pins at home that they're bringing. They might already be able to create a bingo that way. The whole idea is to, as those of us that pin trade, you know, you're looking for new pins. You're looking for a chance to talk to different cast members and different people. Now, with the way things are down there, since the cast members don't have pins on them, sometimes you see guests trading with each other. And that's kind of fun too. So the whole thing will run. We will wrap it up after the photo at Epcot on Sunday. And I left it at just whenever the photo is because we're not totally sure exactly the time. We're still hoping Remy's open.
Right. Well, that's something I want to explain to people, that some of these times are a little loosey-goosey and meeting places because we're not sure the size of the crowd we are, how Disney is going to respond to us, and where we're going to have to do things like our big group picture. We have a feeling we're going to have to do that on the down low, possibly even outside the International Gateway. We're not sure yet. We want to do it where we did it last time, but we don't know how Disney's going to respond to us being there.
I think the key is, Tony M, like was very popular last time we did our event, is the messenger group, Facebook messenger group I'll have running. So any kind of on the fly changes, we'll try to communicate through that to everyone. But you're right. I mean, we don't have to be like any Disney vacation. You're gonna have to be flexible, especially this time and the crowds, and we'll do our best. So
Carl's going to post the bingo card on Thursday, the 11th. The 11th.
Yes.
On in the Geekin group, and this is some of the Dave. Can you take the banner down off the screen? Okay. The so you can ways to make a bingo. You can trade. If you could use pins you already own from home. So that's why he's putting it up early on the 11th. So you can look at the bingo card and say, oh, I already have that, and that. Or you can trade for them. You could, it's one pin per square.
You can purchase them.
Yeah. You could buy them if you need to buy one to make a bingo.
Right.
So,
there's my little guy.
But you're gonna have to have the pins because if you get a bingo and it looks like you're a winner, Carl's gonna want to see the pins for the top 3 people to confirm, right?
Right.
That's what I was reading.
And I'm guessing just about everybody that is going to partake in this is going to have a bingo somehow. And we put a few tiebreakers in there just to determine the top 3 winners. And really, when you're pin trading, everybody's a winner.
That's true.
And I'm donating a few things to all. We have 15 challenges going on. This one's one of the 15. So I'm definitely doing 3 of the wine glasses for all of the challenges that we have. So Carl, you can fit that in any way you want, but I have 75 of these.
Here's a better picture that shows it in the light.
Official picture on top of my vinyl record player.
Yep, I'll have a few things that'll go inside each of those glasses for folks too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Carl, thank you.
Some cool pins.
Thank you so much. I see Wendy is sitting waiting to come in. So you can go ahead and watch. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, though.
Thanks, guys. All right, we'll see you next week.
Thanks. See you next week. Thanks, Carl.
Can't believe it's next week already.
I know.
1 week from tomorrow, I'll be there.
All right. Wendy's been waiting. Wendy, you got on.
I did. I moved to the computer. I tried moving from my iPad to the computer, so I'm on.
So, Wendy. So you're running an event on Saturday that
Selena and I together.
I think we settled on the name, The Quest for Geekin Glory. What is that about?
Except I can't remember that, so I still keep calling it the Monorail Crawl Scavenger Hunt. So whatever you want to call it is fine.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about what it's going to be?
So we decided it's going to start around 2:00. We're going to make a meeting spot outside the Magic Kingdom,
right?
So that if you're not going to the park that day, you can still participate. We're going to fine tune the meeting spot. We talked a little bit about maybe right before you get on the buses or something. Selena and I will hand out the quest that you have to go on. And we'll hand out a little fun something to go with it. And it will take place at the 3 resorts, the Contemporary, the Polynesian, and the Grand Floridian. You can go in any order as long as you're back by 5:30. There's a quest at each hotel. You can make it whatever you want. You can make it about the trivia part, and you can do all the trivia. You can make it about the drinking part. You can just hang out there and drink and not worry about the other points. You can try to get all the points to get your whole thing filled. It depends on whatever you want it to be.
And this is Saturday the 20th.
Saturday the 20th.
Outside of Magic Kingdom.
Back at our same meeting spot that we started. We're going to end there.
Okay.
So at 5:30. And then we will collect everyone's cards. We will look at their photos, and the photos will confirm that you went to the locations or found the items that you needed to find. And whoever has the most points, the point values are different depending on how difficult it is to find. So the harder things they are to find, those get more points.
That sounds like a lot of fun, Wendy. And now some geeks are taking this as an opportunity to do a monorail crawl to the bars, which is fine.
Correct. There are points for drinking.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be alcoholic. It could be non-alcoholic. It could be alcoholic. You have a choice of going to a sit-down lounge inside or an outdoor lounge, because with COVID, not everyone's comfortable being indoors.
Okay.
So there's a lot of flexibility. It's basically whatever you want to do, it's going to work for you.
Kessler says he's putting drinks in every room of his house and doing his own quest for glory.
Okay.
Get the kids involved.
Yeah, right.
Sounds good. And some of the things will be a little bit more difficult. And so, it's certainly okay to ask cast members at the resorts to help you out. And there's one clue in particular that you would have had to have listened to the podcast, a particular episode, to find out one of the answers. So okay. Curtis may be getting a lot of texts, or Judy would probably know the answer too. So the two of them may be getting a lot of messages to try to get the answer to that one. But everything else you can pretty much get from the cast members or just from your own knowledge.
Sometimes the listeners tell me things that I did or said, so I don't even know. Maybe I won't remember. Hope it's not so hard I forgot.
Well, I don't know. I hope not either. So.
Hey, Jackie.
So I think that's it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, it's whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be more about the drinking part, you make it more about the drinking part. If you want to make it more about the trivia quest part, you make it more about that. It works for all those things.
Okay. I've never done a monorail crawl after all these years. So.
Oh, yeah, me either.
No,
I'm going to make it my own.
We tried to make it a little user-friendly, and there is a little bit of strategy. Some of the lounges at Grand Floridian don't open up until after 4. So if you want to go to those, you might want to do the Contemporary first, because the Wave is open and those lounges are open. So depending on what you want, but it does make more sense to start at the Poly and then work your way around. So there's a little bit of strategy depending on what you want to do. And when you see the questions, you may have an idea of if you want to go more for the trivia aspect or you just want to relax for the afternoon.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Did you have anything else you wanted to plug for that you're doing for G3 or?
No, there will be prizes. The prizes are ever changing, but there will be prizes at the end of the event. I know one of my challenges, I think, is a lot of people are going to want to do these together in a group. So if like a group of people do that and everyone hands it in, then everyone's going to have the same score. So we're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. But, people are just going to have to, we're just going to have to work around that.
Yeah. All right. And like we said at the top, everything right now, we're at Disney's mercy if they break us up. We'll see.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Wendy, did you have fun at the last G3?
I had a great time at the last G3. It's why I'm coming back during COVID. I can't even believe I'm doing this still. I was like, I don't know if I should be going. I can't believe I'm flying again, but I'm doing it.
You got a lot of people going solo too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Our solo women's group, right, Tony Ann? I mean, it's active, and there's a lot of people in there. And there's people that even decided they couldn't go for whatever reason, and they're still in our messenger group.
Right, they haven't left.
Correct.
Oh, well.
That's cool.
All right, Wendy, thank you so much. We can't wait to see you next week. I'm so excited.
I can't wait to be there either. I'm so excited. And I can't wait to get out of this stinking weather. It's like 9 degrees right now. It's
my gosh. Get back down here where it's 30 and
I know it. So
we're looking forward to seeing you all next week.
All right. Good night,
Thanks, Wendy.
Good
Thanks,
night.
Wendy.
So until somebody else pops in, we can maybe go down, talk about last G3, Curt, and what that was, how that came about, and how that just the experience of meeting all these people.
Yeah, I think my whole podcast, well, for sure, it was inspired by my first trip to Disney World.
Uh-huh.
And a couple of years into going, I started going to a conference at the Dolphin and Swan. It was called Lotus Sphere. And it was a technical conference for a bunch of geeks that were programmers in a software called Lotus software. And the first time I went, I didn't know anybody. And I had an amazing time going to Disney World for the very first time. But the next year I started collaborating with people online through blogging. This was before Facebook and Twitter and all that. And a community was established with the bloggers and the speakers, some of the really high-end speaking people at the conference. And we used to hang out, I remember, at the Big River Grill on a Saturday before the conference started. And we'd go most of the week through Thursday. And the relationships that were built and all throughout the year, it was like Mecca coming back to just like this big reunion. So couple of the guys used to do a podcast. So it just caught my interest. That goes back to 2003 probably. And so I said, if I ever do a podcast, I'd like to be community based. And so this was a dream of mine. So we did this in 2019. I already had the podcast for 5 years?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And it was pretty an emotional experience for me. This picture you're showing right now was probably the height of the emotion.
Absolutely.
as we were all congregating, as Epcot was opening up, coming from different directions. I was coming from we spent the morning in Hollywood Studios.
Right.
So we were coming in international.
Early morning.
Early
morning.
My first time at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was with Glenn, there's Rob and Jeff Kessler. And so that was, really cool to get up really early. I think the whole weekend was like 4 hours sleep every night. But then to come into the moment coming into Epcot and seeing people, I saw little pockets of people gathering over towards where the ball is behind us there, where that little birthday cake is. I saw some people more over to the right. Then I saw some more coming over. I got there a few minutes earlier, I think, than we had said. But I'm starting to realize I was recognizing people because I interviewed most of these people on my podcast.
Right.
I would say a majority of them that came. If you sit there and count everybody, I think it's like 60 people in that picture. And I think I love meeting people in the parks anyway, but there were so many great surprises and moments at that picture came together. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm running this. I better get someone to take a picture. I wasn't prepared for a speech. I kind of lost it in the emotion of it all, looking out at all the people and thinking back on how it all started. And so it was quite an amazing event. I think other people, what was great too, is people I know even my wife said she has some anxiety about meeting people from the internet. I think some relationships had already been kind of formed ahead of time, but a lot of people didn't know each other. Just how quickly friendships were made.
Oh yeah. Look at that friendship right there. From the other side of the world, we had friendships that friends that we talk to every day, right?
Yeah, AJ from the UK. What a beautiful person. I call her my little angel. She's an angel.
Yeah, she really is.
Such a sweet lady. And Auntie Judy there, my wife, and Claudia, they made a real huge connection. They still get together and do little video chats ever since that.
That's awesome.
That event. Some great friends. There's Deidre, there's Wendy again, and Kevin Curtis Allen. He's got his own T-shirt, I heard, for the Disney Crush. I think I found him first, though. It's my claim to fame.
Yeah,
he was yours first. That is true.
But
there he is.
nobody told him, because
quite a character. No one told him whose event it was. Apparently, this is on Saturday. This was a cool way to take pictures too. If you look, that whole train are geeks. Behind me is Nancy, Matthew, and there's AJ.
I see AJ.
Nancy, I worked with, and she's moved down to Florida. She lives there now.
Wow.
But Kevin's wife, Deborah, just a beautiful lady, and Glenn Kessler. What can you say about Glenn Kessler?
Yeah.
So hanging out with those guys. Yeah, there's so many great pictures and moments from G3 last time.
I think Deborah didn't know what she had coming because she's pretty soft spoken and we are crazy.
Yeah, I think she was definitely enjoying our company.
Oh yeah.
I think Kevin had prepared her for us. I don't think we're too difficult to get warmed up to.
No, we had a great time. We really did. I
Oh,
see
great
some
meeting you
people. I see some people waiting to come in. Jamie's been waiting for a while. She's going to talk about, actually Samantha too. They're both doing the modified Kessler run, right?
Hi.
So the Kessler
I don't
run.
hear you.
Oh. I don't know why she doesn't hear us.
Plug in your earbuds, Samantha.
Yeah. The Kessler run is Saturday at Magic Kingdom. What time are you meeting, Jamie? Do you know where and when?
We're planning on meeting. Can you hear me okay? Okay.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yep.
We're planning on meeting at 8:30. We were thinking the left hub grass, like facing Magic Kingdom, would be a good place to meet. We talked about, just like I was saying earlier, about worrying about getting in too big of a group, with everything going on right now. So I think before we met behind the castle by the carousel, but we were thinking maybe the being there will allow everybody to kind of split off in their different directions.
Right.
So hoping for about 8:30 in the morning, but
yeah, that
She's
was
putting
last
up-
year's Kessler run. Yeah.
This was after everyone's got their prizes. I can see Glenn gave away. He's an artist, an awesome artist. He gave away some of his prints, and this was a cool picture. Do you remember? I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a guy hanging out with it. So we were like taking up this whole space in Fantasyland. I was feeling a little awkward because people were trying to walk through, and we're all excited and animated and having a good time, handing out prizes. Glenn's doing a big speech. And I see this guy kind of lingering around and was wondering what he was doing, but he ended up taking the picture, and it was, I think, Selena's husband. Find out later on. But this is another of the great moments and pictures. This was early on of the event too.
So the Kessler run originally was created by Glenn, and it was based on fast passes. The heart of the fast passes that you would to acquire fast passes throughout a day at a park, and the heart of the fast passes were to get like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was worth more points than the teacups. But with no fast passes, you guys had to modify the whole thing this year.
Right. Glenn had started kind of working on a modification for the Kessler run, and I reached out to him and asked him, I told him we were still hoping to get to do it, even though unfortunately he's not going to be able to come this year. And he passed along what he had started coming up with, which is basically given some of the rides. The basic rides listed are the rides that are kind of shorter wait times and everything to do with that. So those are about 10 points each for those rides.
Okay.
And then the e-tickets are kind of like the bigger ticket rides that would have been the bigger points for the Kessler run with the fast passes. And then we also kind of decided, and I think it was because last time a lot of people ended up in the line for the spring roll cart, which we're fingers crossed that's even going to be open this time. But Glenn had added on some experience options that could also get you points to do, and then we kind of built on that as well with some other moments of rides to do with certain people that really may or may not really love the rides that are listed for their ride with them. So, and it's kind of just sort of some jokes with everybody about Small World with Travis and Jungle Cruise with Samantha, and
right.
We know Curt loves the Country Bears though, so that's on there too. So we're hoping it'll just be a lot of fun and kind of encourage everybody to ride things together, and then you can use different strategies and different ways to figure out how you want to get the most points. I mean, if you want to stay on Winnie the Pooh the whole time and try to get points with that one, you certainly can. So we're hoping it'll be a good time.
So how do you confirm that you actually did these things? Is it just the honor system, or Or do they have to?
I have to say, Travis and I really got gypped on this one because we have to ride a ride we hate, and Curt and Judy get to ride their favorite rides.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, I lost here.
You were cheated, huh?
Yeah, we did. Last time we had to do that, we had to take a picture with our phone of the fast pass that we had, and we had to take a selfie, like getting on the ride. And so, I think this time it's more about the fun of sharing the pictures of being there and everything. So certainly we want people to take pictures and post them to share in the group. But I mean, it's a little bit on the honor system too of whether or not you did things. But I think it'll be fun to share the pictures and everything as well. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, how are you going to prove that you rode something twice, or But I get it. Yeah, you should try to take a picture if you can.
Right.
Absolutely. See a real duck. That's a good one. I love that. So Samantha, so you're gonna meet at 8:30, and you're gonna meet back at 12, and this is on Saturday the 20th at Magic Kingdom, right? And there are some ways, like Samantha said, we are gonna torture Travis and make him ride Small World, which is awesome. I think
a big part of the fun, and we talked about this before, Tony, and maybe you suggested it. COVID kind of forced us to be all in the same park. There wasn't park hopping as we were planning.
Right.
And the fun part is, and I know Jamie was just mentioning the spring roll cart. I might have been the first one hit the spring roll cart, and I was kind of goofing off a lot because I got messed up in Small World early on in the challenge where Judy made me go twice and there were no points because there's no fast passes. So I about gave up, and I was kind of goofing off, hanging out the spring roll cart. We had some moments. I remember we come out of the tiki room, and I was like, oh, there's some homeless people sitting on the floor here. And oh, no, they're not homeless. That's Kevin Curtis Allen and his wife, Deborah, enjoying a citrus swirl, or pineapple Dole Whip cake or something. But there were a lot of moments like that made it fun. So I'm kind of excited that everyone's going to be in the same park, and there's just that opportunity for some serendipity moments.
Yeah, bumping into each other.
Exactly.
I know why why he was mistaken for homeless, because he was wearing a Disney Crush shirt. That's why.
Someone gave him
like charity. It was at the thrift store, right?
Was he that day? Yeah, I think you're right. Now that you say that,
that's the day.
That's the same day. Yeah. That's funny. No, everyone's saying the spring roll cart isn't open anymore. Yeah,
they're saying it probably won't open until March, so we'll see.
This picture was the same day in the morning.
Right. And that's why I wanted to take that as a segue into Samantha talking a little bit about some of the reservations that we have as a group, and there are still some openings. So I think Samantha has a good list of what we're doing as a group. I know that on Thursday, there's no reservation for this, but we are going to try to be at Nomad Lounge probably before it opens. I'm not hearing. Samantha's breaking up. Before it opens, Jamie, I'm gonna pop you out because it might be all the people that are making her break. I don't know.
Sorry, I can't hear you through myself, so I'm listening to you in the background, so I might be a little bit delayed.
That's okay, but we are gonna try to meet. So what are you thinking? Like 10:30, 10:45? So we're there. What are you thinking? I hear you saying
I've got YouTube on behind me.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think 10:45 probably is
okay
enough. Right. I'm not sure how much earlier they would start to get the line going there.
Do you have any openings for your Thursday dinner? You were going to Beaches and Cream? Is that what? There's nothing available for that, right? She's got to listen to
on Beaches and Cream. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, we hear you fine. I hear me fine too.
And can you hear yourself in the background of me? I'm trying to lower down you when you start talking. But I still need to hear if she's asking me a question. She looks like she's asking me a question here. So let me turn her back up.
This is good. We're not on the news. This is just friends. This is just friends, and we're all friends. It's all friends watching. So, then Friday, Oga's Cantina. There's like 30 people going, but
so yeah, Thursday we have Beaches and Cream. I think we're full on that one. I know a couple other geeks have reservations similar times to our 6 o'clock reservation. Friday we have an Oga's. That's is probably our biggest one. I think there's 20 something people going to be there. So we do have a couple spots open on my reservation, which is at 2:10. We have 2 spots open. So if anyone is a party of 2 and wants to join, definitely reach out to me.
Yeah.
And then Sunday we have another group going to Topolino's in the morning for breakfast. That's at 8:45. So we have 3 spots open there. And then Sunday afternoon at Beer Garden is another big one. And we have 6 spots open there, and the reservations are all between 1:55 and 2:10. So around that 2 o'clock hour.
Right. So I'm showing pictures of Beer Garden because it's not a buffet anymore. It's served family style. So I just want people to know that that's what you're going to get if you go to Beer Garden now.
Do they have beer?
Yes, they have beer. Beer Garden.
We'll be fine.
That's all that matters.
Everything will be good.
What were you going to ask, Dave?
No, I was just saying, Curt.
You agree?
I just want that 20 geeks going. Hoi, 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 hoi.
That's
tiki taki, tiki taki,
tiki taki, tiki taki. Right, Samantha. If people think that they might be on a reservation and aren't sure, they should probably check with you, right?
I think we're at 18 so far for Beer Garden. So you'll probably have 20, I would suspect.
And I from what I've seen, Beer Garden usually.
Yeah, if you want in on any of those, just message me.
Okay. I think Beer Garden has been having some availability for walk-ups. So if you can't get in on one of our reservations, you might have luck. So and Olga's Cantina is the same thing. If you're one person, they might let you in. You just have to try.
I think we're going to fill the place with geeks.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. So,
I don't know if anyone else will be in there but us.
Right.
Should be quite interesting.
I have an Olga's reservation that I have not canceled yet.
Yeah, because we have 5 reservations within like an hour time frame.
Well,
so
yeah. Well,
I've never been there, so I don't know how many people it holds.
Yeah.
Especially during COVID times, but
it's small. It's small. But I have a reservation that I have not canceled yet because I didn't know what they were all doing. And I saw one for 10 people at 10:45 in the morning and I grabbed it. And so I have it. I haven't canceled it. I will hold it. If there are other people that can't get in our main group at 2-ish and still want to go to Oga's, you can meet me outside and I'll let you in. I'll get you in. I'll say, oh, I'm not going, but my friends are. So, I'm going to go with the main group at 2 because I want to, and I got it first.
I wanted to say about Beer Garden, it put me in quite a dilemma because I want to do the Regal Eagle so bad, the barbecue place in Epcot, because I've not done it. So this 2 o'clock reservation caused me quite agita. And
yeah,
it's probably one of the reasons why I extended my trip. I was complaining to Judy and Mom. I was only going to get one day in each park. And the 2 o'clock reservation is like, well, we're going to take our picture and all this stuff. And I can't eat at like 12:30, 1 o'clock at Regal Eagle and then do a 2 o'clock buffet at Beer Garden. And I can't do a Beer Garden at 2 o'clock and then eat dinner.
Yeah, you're going to be full. Yeah.
So I'm going again the next day.
So the nice thing is hopping is back. So I know like Animal Kingdom closes at 5. So you can technically hop, especially since you're staying at Pop right on the Skyliner. Just saying.
I don't have a park hopper though. I'm going.
Oh no!
I didn't do park hopper. I was only gonna be there 4 days.
That's true.
But I'm not changing it. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Samantha, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about before we let you go?
Deirdre.
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay.
Also, if you're a solo lady going alone and you don't happen to be in our solo ladies group, I don't know how that's possible because there's a lot of, I think we're half the group that's going, but also reach out and I'll add you.
All right. Thank you so much, Samantha. And I can't wait to see you next week.
She's waiting for the audio.
Yeah. Thanks, Samantha.
Bye.
She's awesome.
So yeah, she really is. She's done a lot for this whole gathering. She's taken on a lot of tasks herself and has really done a lot to make this happen.
It's been a lot of people. We've been meeting pretty regularly for the last couple of months on a weekly basis. There's about between 16 to 20 of us. They get on a Zoom call and been talk. I mean, you try to, it's not all that formal to some degree, but it is to another degree. But it's so cool that so many people have taken on tasks.
Yeah. I think in the last 2 weeks, we've gotten a little bit more down to business than we had been.
Yeah.
It's getting down to crunch time.
Yes, I was feeling it. Truth be told, I wanted to meet on a regular basis so people could at least put faces to voices and maybe make a friend. But she's right. I was really excited. G3 is an opportunity for someone, if you're that person in your family who's a real geek, but someone else isn't in your family and you want to go solo, this is the perfect opportunity to hook up with friends and just enjoy it as a group of people, especially the solo ladies. I once called them the single ladies, but that was inappropriate.
Yeah, because most of them aren't actually single.
That's right.
You want to bring Jamie back in, or?
No. Looking at something. Okay, let me see. We have more pictures because I wanted to cover some more topics. Did Jamie want to say something? Oh, she was leaving? Oh. I don't know
where she went. She was there, and now she's gone.
So we've got a couple other games. There's a photo contest that's running through the whole thing. Let me see if there's a better picture of the... Oh, here comes a friend. Trouble. There's trouble. Trouble. Travis,
hey.
What are you looking... Now, this is like your 12th trip to Disney in 2021, which is only 2 months long, right?
No way.
Yeah, he's there every weekend, just about. I mean,
no way.
There's all these pictures of him. So what are you looking forward to doing, Travis?
Now listen, I agree with Sam. I think we got the raw deal here. Okay, on the Small World and the
Navi River.
There's my lady friend. Yes, ma'am.
That's your lady friend.
Take it easy.
Listen,
you like them blue.
Stop. Listen. No, I'm excited though. I'm excited about the Kessler run for sure. I know I talk a lot of crap about Small World. It's a classic though, right? You can't go wrong with it, right?
No.
I promise you're gonna have more fun than you ever had riding with geeks.
Yes.
I know,
absolutely.
right? I really feel that way for sure. But yeah, I think we got a little bit of the raw deal though, because you stuck us on the rides that we absolutely hate to force us to get the 50 points. But it's okay though. It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get 50 points.
So it's all good.
Hey Travis, this is what you do. You bring a pair of these when you go on Small World next. Just bring a pair of these. So you have to hear.
That's right. Hey, trust me, there'll be something in my backpack for Small World. I got
noise canceling.
I got one too.
Yeah, the noise.
I promise you'll win a wine glass.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Matter of fact, if I see you on Wednesday when we get together, Travis and I hopefully are going to catch each other over at
Disney Springs.
On my ride in.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, so just be ready on that messenger, man, because I'm not sure I'll do it more than once or twice, but it's the longest.
You only got to do it once. You only got to do it once.
I know. It's all good. It's all good. I know that, you never know. There could be just some pop-up random times where I go on a couple trips with some lucky folks. You know what I mean? So yeah, there could be some bonus. Could be some bonus rides possibly.
Tony, cool. Do you know anyone like an operator at the Small World? Maybe you could get them stuck there for a couple hours with the music going.
There.
I think if Judy goes and talks to them, because Judy's very convincing.
Listen, they won't listen to you. The cat. No. I'm not worried about that.
He won't be right the rest of the trip
without getting off.
No. It's the longest 13 minutes of your life. Why would you go twice? It's all good though. I mean, I just have some fun with it. That's all. But
Wendy said if the ride stops while you're on with Travis, you get double points.
Yeah, you can win the whole thing with 100 points.
Yeah, Yeah, and I guess you get some bonus points if you sing, but I won't be singing. That's for sure.
Well, Michael will. He'll sit right next to you.
That's all right. That's okay. He can. Hey, I'm ready for Michael to go on Navi with me and just sing. And yeah. He can sing that, and then I'll sing the English translation to it.
Oh, okay.
That way everybody knows what's going on. So there's my lady friend.
Oh God, I'm a little nervous.
I'm just kidding. That's just what I said. It's all good.
I thought you liked Rey from Star Wars.
Now, Tony Ann, you're not supposed to tell all my secrets here. Come on now. Come on.
Well,
come on.
Wait.
I don't know much about Rey though.
Okay. Well,
so
you'll have to. Okay.
But no, it's fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody should, be there for the Kessler run, and for sure, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of rides with a lot of our friends, and just some shenanigans will be had, I'm sure, and some good strategy and good running, and
good.
So
Travis, you got a little taste.
And then Thursday at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do next. I want to run down the days and see if we're missing anything that we want to talk about.
I have I'm on the little list for the Navi River Journey.
Right. I don't know.
I've only been at one time. The true winner and MVP and the prize winner is Jeff. He kind of dragged me on it when I was there on my 50 million trips that Tony Ann thinks I take. So
right.
So yeah, he got me on it. It was really awesome, but I'm really excited to do it more and more for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just wanted to say hi, guys, and just we're gonna have a lot of fun, and it's gonna be awesome, and looking forward to seeing everybody. And the Kessler run will be competitive, I'm sure.
All right, Travis. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, take care, you guys.
I can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah.
All right,
Travis. I can't wait to see you, man. Finally.
Travis got a little taste of a geek meet when he drove all the way from Ohio up to Albany, New York. And we got together. I told Travis, you think this is fun? Wait till you get with a big group of geeks. He's a very dedicated friend and listener. He really is. For sure.
I want to tell you something, Curt. He was mine first.
Oh, I think you're right. Really?
You could have Kevin. Make a Travis shirt. People will buy it. You should make a Travis shirt.
We should, and put Small World on it. Yeah.
I get one listener from you guys for every 10 of mine you get.
Oh yes, that's true. That's true.
Take it easy.
Jackie is here.
Oh, Jackie's here.
The kids are. I just put them to bed, so they will probably.
My favorite sisters.
Yay! I know Selena. I think she just texted me and she's like, I think she just got home from work, so I don't know if she's going to be able to come.
Work?
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
We don't talk about work here.
I know.
One of the most popular games that was played at the first Grand Geekin Gathering was the bingo that Jackie and her sister Selena created. They ran the show. And Jackie, how's it going to work this year?
So we were talking about it, and last year we had 5 cards. So our thought was, that, and we actually did it because we were like, well, we're going to do it so that people with the same last names can't compete. So we did it by first names. We had 5 different cards, and we did full card bingo. But I think we changed it this year. We're making it 1 card since, times and whatever. We just didn't want to make it too complicated for everybody. So we made 1 card. And this year we did it where we're not playing for full card bingo, but if you get a bingo, so any line, and you post it to the event, then you get entered into the prize drawings. So every time you get a bingo, you get a chance to win.
Oh,
so
great.
Yeah, we thought that was kind of more fun because it gives you more chances to win. Probably. So we live by a warehouse, and they have been closed pretty much the whole pandemic, and they opened up in December, and we were like, prizes.
Yeah.
We've been there, I would say we've probably been there every weekend.
Wow.
Scouting it out basically. So yeah, we've got a bunch of prizes. We've put some things together, and we've got, I think they're pretty cool. The prizes are basically one of those I want this. So obviously a geek would probably want this.
That's the best way to do it.
Are you keeping some of the prizes, Jackie?
Well, I will say some of the prizes we bought double, and I said, okay, so
Yes,
one for the geeks, one for me.
Right.
That's fair.
Just tell me that. Well, Jackie, this was inspired by a post. I'm trying to remember, looking back, someone did one of these like little score kind of things. If you've
like the Never Have I Ever.
How was it called? Yeah.
It was like Never Have I Ever or something like that. And
right.
Yeah, I think it was like you get.
Was it 50 things or 100?
I think it was 50.
50, like, right. And you get a point if you had done it before. So the highest score, I think I had like 47 of the 50.
Right.
And you and your sister Selena came up with a Geekin version of that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's the Geekin version?
So we basically just pulled it from the podcast. We just picked things that were mentioned a lot by different geeks, and we kind of went through posts a little bit and went through the podcast. And we said, okay, well, this is something that's mentioned pretty much almost every podcast, and cinnamon rolls seem to be a popular thing, and Dole Whip or citrus, we just kind of basically went through and just narrowed it down that way. And we should actually do it again, since now they've taken a lot of the, rearranged a lot of things and added new things. So we probably have to do an updated, like a COVID version, a pandemic version.
The whole.
How many masks do you have that are Disney themed?
So whole list, they did that before we came up with a bingo game.
Right.
We had those that they had creatively put together, and we had put out. I know I put them on the Facebook and my website, but that was the inspiration for the bingo.
Yeah, and we basically made the bingo based off those cards, and we tried to do things that were sort of, because when we planned out the last G3, it was like, we had kind of a plan for every day was going to be in a park, kind of like this time around. So we tried to make it so that it was encompassed all of the parks.
Okay.
And this time we tried to make it not too park specific, because we know that you can't park hop, and if you are only doing one park at a time, we tried to make it so that it was obtainable at any park.
Okay, that's fair. So when will we see the bingo card?
So we're going to show it to the planning committee, I think tomorrow, just to kind of get the final stamp of approval.
Okay.
And then we're going to post it beforehand, just so that if people, I think what happened last year, which was kind of a neat thing, people took the JPEG of it, the photo image of it, and they took their photos and put it on their card on their phone.
Awesome.
I was like, oh, that's amazing. So that was one way people did it. And then, other people just took it around with them and took their photos and then posted it to the event. So whichever way you get a bingo is fine with me. I thought that was, I don't know if anybody did it with an app. I don't know if it's an app that did that put the photos on top of it. I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah.
I would be lying to you if I said I knew how they did it, but it is what it is. But so it was super fun. And it hopefully will be again. We added a couple of things. We've showed it. Kurt's already seen it, and he's added a couple things. And it'll be out hopefully this weekend.
So does it end on Sunday at the main meet? Is that what the plan is, or?
So we'll have the prizes at the main meet. So it'll probably be at that point. We'll hopefully have winners determined beforehand, just so that it's.
Because people are you're going to submit your cards on Facebook.
Right. So it's already submitted through Facebook and everything. So we'll have, the entries already figured out.
Okay.
So we haven't necessarily hammered that part down yet, because I didn't even realize I hate to admit this, but I literally just bought my tickets today. So
are you going? Because
yeah. I wasn't sure. And then I was like, you know what? The hotel rates are so we're not staying on property, we're staying off property, but the hotel rates are so low right now. So it's like, I feel like I can't not go.
Nice.
I can't not go. So, I just bought my tickets today and solidified the fact that I'm going.
All right.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Well, we can't wait to see you. And thank you so much. Because I know, Kurt, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, so much of what's going to be happening is volunteers like Jackie, like Wendy, like Jamie, like Samantha, who have just put their own time in
It's a huge testament to this community. I'm so glad you guys are doing this tonight, Tony, Ann, and Dave, because I'm like, it's starting to hit me like all these people. I mean, we've been meeting with them. It just seems okay. We're getting together.
Carl, I forgot Carl.
Everyone's volunteering. We haven't talked about the other things that we're doing. We've got
that's virtual. I need to get to it.
We got virtual things going on too, and you're right. It's just this community. I say it every week on my podcast, but in every person I've ever interviewed to a person, just amazing, giving people. So,
All right, Jackie, we're going to say goodnight to you because I want to bring up what else is going on throughout the week. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
Can we see you next week?
Jackie.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. You guys are getting me. You guys are
She's
getting me pumped.
All right, good. So Thursday, we already talked kind of that with Travis. I wish I could do a close up on that picture because it talks about these photo contests that are going to run through Saturday night. So starting at the beginning, I'm just going to see if any of them have a better. No, that one doesn't have a better shot of them. That one doesn't have a better shot of them. I guess that one's okay. There are photo contests that are going to be judged by people at home that Curt has selected, geeks that were unable to attend, who have a little FOMO. And Curt, you found a way for people to play from home, right?
Yeah, yes. So the bingo game, they can play virtually, and we'll give out prizes. I have the little koozies that'll be easy for me to mail, for instance.
Oh yeah.
And I've got the magnets I can use. So you can watch the pictures that are coming through Facebook and use the bingo card. Mark your bingo card if you see someone post something that's on the bingo card and get into the drawings. And then
Awesome.
that'll be just a separate drawing for the virtual people.
Right.
So you can, and I've got 10 geeks that are judging all those photo contests, and you can, those are going to be for the people that are there. They're going to be posting the pictures, but they're getting together Saturday night to have their own Zoom meeting
and judge the pictures.
Yes, that's what they're doing. Exactly.
And probably drinking a little bit.
A very formal event virtually they'll be doing. So that's, you can see there's a lot of great folks getting together and and helping out with. These are fantastic. These little posters that you did, I posted out to our plan group. we're gonna. These have to really be finalized. Not all of these times and dates are right, but I wanted to go down that list of photo. They're doing a photo contest that ends on Saturday night, and the judges are going to look at the pictures Saturday night and decide best ride photo, best food photo, best magic shot photo, best photo of a geek meet, best Instagram photo, so get in front of that purple wall, best frou-frou drink or food or drink, best selfie with a character, so maybe you could jump in front of the cavalcade float, and best weenie photo. And if you don't know, we had to specify that, but we're talking about a park icon because somebody made a cheeky comment, best weenie photo in front of the castle or the tree of life or whatever. And then we have a very special photo contest, don't we, Curt, that you created. Well, no, Uncle Ken created, really. His inspiration, our last February trip. It was so funny because I didn't know he was doing this, and he's wearing this wig one time. Like, is he losing his hair? My first thought was, is he losing his hair? And he's got a toupee. And I'm like, well, no, that's way off. That can't be right. And it was funny. The comments we started getting from Facebook as we're posting our pictures is like, what's the deal with the wig? Like everyone was like, had this like perplexed. Curt, you were with him and you know him personally. You know him better than any of the other geeks, other than Judy, obviously. And so on you have on your end, on our end, we were all like, what's going on with Ken? Is Ken all right? Yes. Is Ken like, we didn't know. We were like, what is that? Oh my gosh. And then we saw the picture of him when you guys went to the Moonlight Madness and you took a picture with the jungle, what's his name? Mowgli from Jungle Book. Yeah. We thought that Ken had given Mowgli the wig. Yeah. That's right. The same hair. It looks just like he stole it from Mowgli. That's awesome.
So tell us about the wig contest. So people are because there's people think they're going to wear Ken's wig, but we said no. With COVID, you're going to wear your own wig.
Bring a wig.
Bring a wig,
and you can be into the. I'd like to get a great picture of anyone wearing the wigs. I know Travis has got one. I got one. I got one off eBay. It's. I'm not going to.
No, reveal it
I'm not going to reveal it, but
it's a surprise.
I think Judy's got one. Ken's got a new one.
Wow.
Oh.
Right. So, yeah. So I think it'd be a lot of fun to get a picture with all the wigs. if people are creative enough to bring them down with them.
That's awesome. Some of the other minor content. I know you said that you give a prize for the best and worst Rise of the Resistance boarding group.
Yeah. So we're looking for the highest scores. Whoa, this guy got number 1. Is that Glenn's?
No, that was Glenn's. I stole Glenn's picture.
Nice.
But and then we also talked because Glenn did a whole thing on the podcast with tricks to scoring high at Toy Story Mania. You had said that if people took a screenshot of their score and the highest score on Toy Story Mania,
yep,
you would also give a prize too.
Yeah, you're saying Glenn has done a couple of videos and audio on. Well, he was on my show and did a really awesome description of some of the Easter eggs that you can score big on Toy Story Mania. He's done a now infamous how to get a boarding pass. So Rise of the Resistance. It's been really popular.
So good. Wendy's asking when the wig photo is. I think the contest runs until Saturday at 6. But if you want to bring your wig on Sunday,
I think that's
and
a
take
good
a group,
opportunity.
Take a picture to get with everybody together.
I agree.
I think that would be fun.
Samantha's wig came today. That's good. Facebook user says they got one.
Cool.
I don't know. I think that's Judy. I'm just guessing. So we have 15 of these challenges and these little glasses that you put the picture of. I'm going to donate 3 of these for each one of those. So that's 45 of the glasses. So I'm thinking we're going to have between 40 and 60 people is my guess. Listeners without
right. So, I think without COVID, you would have had a bigger meet than ever.
I think we would have, Tony Ann, hit 100. I don't want to boast, but there was a lot of people, a lot of interest, and we're promoting it for longer. And we had a private Facebook group that it's close to 100 people in there now. But yeah, it's a mixed emotion going on. I mean, it's sad that Kevin's not going to be there. Glenn's not going to be there. Rob's not going to be there.
Right.
Some of the inspiration of people that have been involved, but on the other hand, we've got new people coming. There's a lot of excitement. That's true.
We're going to meet new friends. That's true.
We got new folks, and part of it is let's try to be as positive and fun during this tough time. And power through.
That's right. Saturday is not Saturday. Friday is Hollywood Studios. I think the plan is to try to rope drop Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway. I know that people want to ride Slinky Dog. I think now, like you said, people need to join the messenger group so we can say, hey, we're heading over, because times are kind of loosey-goosey. There was some talk about everybody trying to fill the Frozen theater with geeks for the Frozen sing-along. And Judy has said that if we get drinks in her, we may be able to recreate this picture.
So one of the things, we got, I forget how many of these we have. Besides those 15 challenges, I've asked a group of people to do like a Rise of the Resistance boarding pass kind of theme, where they get on the Facebook Messenger group and say, at this time, I'm going to be at this ride. So come ride with me and we'll give you a little prize for that too. We got a bunch of other little things. So that is a classic. That is my favorite picture ever on a ride with Auntie Judy's. Matter of fact, we did the guy. The guy
next to her is just killing me though. the guy next.
Oh yeah, he's happy.
So he's looking right at her. I don't know.
It's really like dark. It's like he's enjoying her terror at the moment. Yeah.
I don't know why. For the life of me, I don't know why he was looking at her. He must. I don't know what he was doing. But Judy's going to recreate that photo, although we're going to have masks on. So that's
it's going to be a little hard with the masks on to make the faces, but we'll get it. I did want to remind everybody that I am doing a contest too. I say that we are the trailer park cousins of Geekin on WDW. we
Dave's like, we are.
Well, over in our group, there is a fascination with this, which is free cycle at Disney, where people leave their stuff outside the room for other people, including appliances, used slippers. We saw used slippers this week. Potty seats. We've seen potty seats. We've seen dairy products left at room temperature or left at 80 degrees outside. So I
did get a case of beer one time.
Yeah,
that's not a posed picture.
No,
that's not a posed picture.
That's a picture from Pop Century that somebody said. Yeah,
someone actually left that.
I'm leaving. Come get my microwave. So, and you know, it's really funny. That's another thing I want to talk about. We're going to be decorating our windows. A lot of us that are staying at Pop decided we're going to decorate our windows. And that Minnie Mouse there, I actually bought that to decorate my window. Those decorations, I recognize it now.
Oh, that's funny. Yes, yeah, so Tony, that was cool.
Yeah.
Was that your room? Order for the window?
No, I swear that's not my room, even though I had those same decorations. But we're going to do a little like scavenger hunt with that. I'm going to use Post-it notes. I'm not going to actually leave my microwave outside, but I'm going to hang up a Post-it note and I'm going to take a picture of it and say, come get this microwave. And when people bring me the Post-it notes, I'll score it, and whoever has the highest points will win a gift card. But that And like, now I'm not even remembering because we've been talking so much who said it, but the harder it is to get, or the rarer the item, the more points it'll be worth. So
Wendy said that.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead, Dave.
You had the photo contest up there. Can you pull that back up though?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one missing though. I think we forgot to put one in there.
What's that?
It's
oh.
I'm going to switch it around a little bit. You don't get a prize, but you can pay me. Yeah, you can pay me.
Yeah, you have to pay Dave. You don't get $999.99. Magic Kingdom Day. This day is a little bit empty because I didn't have details yet. We did talk to Jamie today. The quest for and Samantha. The Kessler Run is going to meet at 8:30 on the hub grass, and I will fix this before it goes live. And the quest for Geek and Glory 2 to 5:30. We're going to try to rope drop the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train to recreate that picture with Kevin. Kurt, just saying, that would be a great time for people to wear their Disney Crush t-shirts.
On Saturday?
Just saying.
Anyway. If we could get Curt to wear a Disney Crush shirt.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
I would do it. So I spent all my money on prizes.
No. When Kevin comes back, that's what you're going to be wearing when you meet him. I'll buy it for you because I want the picture. We talked about Carousel Progress with Judy, Small World with Travis, Country Bears with Curt, Jungle Cruise with Samantha, and we talked about that. And Sunday is the meet. We're going to do a photo, which you're going to have to keep your ears peeled to Facebook to decide where we're going to be, but we're planning to be where we were last year, which was at the port of entry, which is that point between Future World and World Showcase. We're just not sure if Disney's going to let us be there. We planned to get some frozen lime margaritas, but again, we're not sure with space if we're going to be able to do that. And there has been some talk of maybe going over to the World Show Place and meeting there for a drink or something.
We might have to wing it that day is what we're saying.
Yeah. 3 Caballeros ride with me to recreate. I know I got it.
You have that picture?
I had it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it.
You're almost there.
I know. There was a great picture that we took, and I don't think I have it. Where we all rode. I know you did. Where we all rode 3 Caballeros together, and so we want to do that again. And there was one more thing. Late lunch at Beer Garden. So something that came together in the last few days. We are going to have we're going to have a few kids that are going to be joining us. And it was really inspired by last week's Geek Meet planning meeting. Lorelei, Amy Rhodes' daughter, was sitting there, and she was listening. And Bryson, who was Amanda Bond's son, was sitting there listening. And they're very excited about coming. And we want them to know that they're geeks too. And we want to encourage as many adults as possible to come to these little meets. On Thursday, Michael's going to have ice cream at his Andapur ice cream truck, which is next to Expedition Everest. That's going to be around 2:30ish.
And the ice cream there is amazing.
Yeah, it's good ice cream. The day that we go to Hollywood Studios, I think we're going to do Alien Swirling Saucer. We're trying to do things that don't have a long line that's kids friendly. But we're going to try to storm it as geeks. And I really want as many adults to come too, so the kids feel like they're part geeks too. They're part of it too. Cool. Right. If 3 little kids come, they're going to think, oh, this is a little kid thing. So Figment on Sunday, and well, that's his room. That's his room. That's his house. The Figment house.
That's right. Okay.
Have you never ridden that ride, Dave?
No. Very seldom.
So ice cream truck at Animal Kingdom, Alien Swirling Saucers at Hollywood Studios, and Little Mermaid ride at Magic Kingdom, which will probably be in the morning after we do Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, because that I don't want people crisscrossing the park, but that's up to you.
I'll have little giveaways for the kids. Like I have these little Tsum Tsums. I've got 6 of these. I'm going to be giving away.
Good.
Probably Lorelei. They're different characters. That one's from the Haunted Mansion.
Awesome.
We got the stickers, the holographic stickers. We can give the kids.
Those came out really nice.
Yeah, you sent me notes when those.
Yeah.
You were getting the notes before I did. I got the magnets, fridge magnets.
Yeah.
And I don't know if these are much for kids, but these are the
koozies.
The koozies. I got 100 of those. So I got plenty. I've got 100 of all 3 of these.
Yeah.
So I should be able to give away enough.
So I think, Curt, your biggest takeaway from this is be sure to get on the messenger group, which if you're not, well, tell Curt you're interested and he will add you. Are you gonna just offshoot a group we have, or are you gonna start a new group, you think?
We're gonna start a new group for messenger group. We'll probably, we were talking last week, what did we say? We're gonna start running it like Monday.
Okay.
Like Monday, I'm gonna start building it and put it in there, and because we got some people arriving that early. Yeah,
the Gingers and the Roads, I think, are coming this Friday. Yes. And
yeah, so it's kind of fun to see as people are arriving what they're chatting about. And there's some of us staying past Sunday. I know I'm staying there till Wednesday. I got a flight out Wednesday, the following after the weekend. So anyone who leaves is going to have FOMO that it's still going on, because there's a bunch of things still happening. There's some, it'll be more casual then. Well, even the whole thing, if you don't feel like, you don't have to, it's your vacation. You don't have to attend and do everything. But,
absolutely. It just reminded me that I think Monday you guys are going to Wine Bar George. And I think there is availability at that dinner. That's not Wine Bar. I had a picture of you guys there, but there is availability.
That's Ohana, by the way, with Kevin.
I know. And your wife. Yes. No, there is availability at Wine Bar George. So I guess get with Judy if I think that's who was running that show.
Yes.
The Wine Bar George show starring Judy. Maybe Wendy. Wendy, was that you? Wine Bar George?
No.
Oh, sorry. Bye.
I wanted to get back in here.
Because she's been hanging out down at the bottom the whole time.
That was awesome. Hello, bye. Poor Wendy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these are pictures from last year. Last year we were able to meet inside the Mexico Pavilion, but I don't think this is open right now. So,
we're just gonna have to play some things by ear, which is totally Geekin way.
Yeah,
like we always say on my podcast, this is the number one tip we hear every time from whether you're a travel agent or anybody else. You got to have a plan, but your plan's got to be flexible.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You can change it.
So like you were saying, we'll have that little messenger group will be dinging if you got your phone set to alert you, you'll hear it going off all the time. We didn't say Travis is gonna have a little run, and
that's right, Travis. You left and you didn't talk about your run. Is that Saturday morning, or Sunday morning? The run.
I think Saturday. You might be doing it more than once, different times. But we got a lot of people staying at Pop, I know too. So
right.
Wednesday, I'm gonna have 8 p.m. So I get in Wednesday. I'm planning on going over to Disney Springs as soon as I get there. Travis might meet me there. I know Carl, Daniel, Ginger, and his wife are going to be over there. If anyone else is going to be there, I'm just going to Chicken Guy, hanging out. And when I get back to Pop around 8 o'clock, we'll have our final G3 planning meeting. Fill in any of the gaps. No, there won't be any. But we'll be filling up, got the wine glasses. I'm going to have some champagne and wine. And we'll hang out by either the tables, or we're getting word that the bar is open there at the Pop Century. Pedals.
Very cool.
Someone is saying it is. I might meet you there, Curt Stone.
There you go.
I think it's going to be there. Yeah. So that's all. So it kind of kicks off unofficially Wednesday afternoon for me.
Awesome. I'm so excited, Curt. Thank you so much. I think if anybody has any questions, please join the what is the name of the group of the G3?
Oh my gosh,
the family reunion. There were two of them, so I
know Deidre started one before. Geekin Family Reunion G3 February 2021.
Join that group and
private group, but
yeah, it's a private group. Ask to join. Curt, I think you're the administrator, so you'll be nice, right? Let them in.
Yeah, I think there's probably some other administrators there too, but yeah.
Yes, Wendy, it's champagne.
Did he say champagne at Pop? I might drive over.
Yes, I have. I have a bottle of Red Sox champagne I'm bringing down.
Wow.
Someone gave me for Christmas.
Okay, there you go. Travis said the Sunday run is at 6:30 at Pop Century.
AM.
Yes. And
if you're really ambitious, every morning I go for a walk. Well, I call it my coffee walk. I'll be recording with my little recorder. I release these little recordings to my Patreon supporters. I'm excited to do those and record every day. So if you're up around, that's why you'll hear those. I'll get on the Facebook Messenger, say I'm getting up to go for my walk, so you can go walk with me and get interviewed if you want to. If you're up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Hey Dave, you know who's always up at 6 o'clock in the morning?
I know I am.
No, yeah, but you know who else?
Who's
up at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Michael.
Michael's minute.
I'll sleep in. Curt, swing by and grab Michael for me.
I'll take him for a walk around Pop if he wants.
He'll howl. He'll wake up everybody.
No.
Oh no, Scott. Yeah.
All right.
Samantha's in for a coffee walk.
Oh, cool. And I think Samantha's going to be running with Travis too. So one of the things I did briefly mention is some of us are going to be decorating our windows at our resorts, and we encourage you to do that and to show your geekin spirit, show that you're here with the geeks. We've got some window clings. I might have a few left if you didn't get in on that. If you did, I have them for you. And but so you could put a Geekin logo in your window so people know you're a geek.
Thank you for doing that. Yeah, you ordered those up from our Sticker Mule.
Sticker Mule. That company, the turnaround time is amazing.
Yes, they tell you it's going to be a week, and it's about 3 days.
Absolutely. Yep. So, well. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Curt, I can't wait to see you next week. Wendy, I can't wait to see you next week.
I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to see everyone.
And we have to convince Dave's wife to let him come on Thursday.
Yeah, we got to get
Veronica. Yeah. Go on Thursday.
So what do we need to do to convince her? Do we need to have a big Facebook presence or what?
I don't know.
What's the deal? What do we need to do?
I don't know. She's got to work. I'm like, work. Nah, come on. Yeah,
I gotta get over there. Fun, Animal Kingdom.
I know that's my day.
That's Dave's favorite park. Dave's favorite park is Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
So I might just have to go by myself, and she can meet me there. I don't know what
that works.
Yeah,
you can start a solo guys group.
Yeah, there you go.
We have a solo guys group.
Yeah.
Dave, you can sleep in the bathtub. You can sleep in my bathtub Thursday night.
I'll sleep anywhere. You know me. I'll sleep anywhere.
Okay.
Dan
All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for doing it.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Okay, good night.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Curt, thank you for coming on. And we'll see you next week.
Yes, thanks for doing this.
All right, can't wait.
That was a lot of fun. It was kind of fun not being the host.
Absolutely.
You did a great job with the pictures, and thanks so much for the posters. And
you're welcome.
it was so cool to see everyone listing off all the things that they're
excited
involved with
about,
and helping everyone out with. So
good night, Danielle. Danielle's coming Saturday. So
how many did you have on the Facebook? I can't see you watch. Were you watching Facebook?
I don't know.
It was well over 25, I think, at one point. Now we're at 22 right now. So